Hey everyone, and welcome to another XDefiant video. After how many months? I'm close to a year now of being delays. We finally got to try XDefiant again. Although it's really just a test session for the weekend, something's better than nothing at this point. And honestly, even though it's good to be back, I've noticed that nothing really changed from the last time I've played it. There has been some issues that kind of resurfaced from desyncing to hit registration, which I'll go more into later. But other than that, the game still feels pretty smooth from the last time. I've seen some people going through some kind of Delta error. It hasn't happened to me, but according to Mark Rubin, the fix for it was just to reinstall the whatever build you had. So if you were on PlayStation or no, it was a PlayStation issue. So my bad. I don't know why I mentioned Xbox. But if you had that issue, you would just have to re-download the beta or test session, and that should have fixed it. But other than that, yeah, though it was good to mix and match the weapons. All the attachments were working as intended. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on to the actual thing, which was the desyncing issue. It was something, I don't know, maybe I wasn't looking into it, but it was funny because as I was editing, I started noticing little bit by bit where sometimes I would shoot someone. And basically, I just want you to pay attention to this clip. I slowed it down, but it wasn't until the 28th bullet that I started getting hit markers, and the bullets weren't registering at first. And then pretty much after like 3 more shots after that, they started registering and I got the kill. It was something that, like, considering how fast paced XDefiant is, I wasn't something I noticed at first. But if you're recording all your footage and you go over it, you start to see it more and more. I think I have one more example I can actually show. During this clip, there wasn't much hit registration from my end, but the other team is where it got really iffy. Keep in mind, all my shots landed perfectly and everything, and then I started getting shot at, so I ran behind cover. And look where I was when I died to the last bullet. Basically, I slowed it down here as well, but I got shot, ran behind cover, and I should not have been killed by anything else, but nope, I died, and look at where the other guy is. Basically, on the other side of this thick cement or whatever. And unless it was I don't even know how if it was like bullet what's that word, bullet penetration. But from the looks of it, I've watched this so many times, I've slowed it down even more than I really could with the editing software I'm using now. And yeah, the only thing I could jot it down to was either bad positioning or just a what's it called, hit registration or desync issue, where I was already behind cover, but apparently according to them, or according to the game, yeah, I was basically my body was still sticking out, and that's what they were shooting at. Again, nothing too big on like, I don't want to basically flame on what's it called, Mark Rubin and them. Again, this is just a test session. They're probably ironing it out. They can only do so much with internal testing. Once you overload the servers with so many people, that's when the real testing, and they can actually start getting the real stuff. By the way, there was another thing too. If any of you, I don't know if it's the people just playing for fun, or the sweats that were taking advantage of spam crouching and jump and bunny hopping all over the place. Turns out they disabled it. So yeah, they pretty much what's it called, hang on, I'll put up a screenshot. Yeah, I honestly thought it was something that they just left alone, but yeah, no, they apparently turned it off for the time being until they work on a better fix for it, whatever that means. They're working on improvements for it. So yeah, I guess when the final build comes out, I have no idea how the game's gonna play, because right now a lot of people were just kind of jumping around corners and sliding and crouching all over the place. Apparently, according to the tweet, the final build, that's not going to be happening at all. But yeah, there's really not much to cover. I mean, anything that I could be saying, it's better to be saving it on Monday once the test session's over. Once I get more playtime, I've already hit level 18, and pretty much that's the max rank. Once the game comes out, I get I think it was like a skin and some other stuff. But other than that, it's still too soon to be saying, oh yeah, this is broken, because there was another clip too of someone abusing a glitch that was happening. I thought it was someone hacking, because again, this game's free to play. So when I saw this, it made me think immediately someone's cheating. But no, it's a glitch, and they quickly disabled it. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, I think it was one of the Echelon faction had the ability to go invisible, and that ability would bug out and eventually give people permanent invisibility. And this is what I pretty much mean. Same reason why apparently the man, I gotta remember these people, but the Watchdog faction, the little spider bot's disabled because apparently there is a chance of it latching onto you and it would just take you under the map. And so yeah, I know some people are like, I don't know why people are ignoring the pure fact that this is a test session, a beta, and immediately kind of jumping at the devs for basically, oh yeah, this is broken, what were you doing this whole time? And honestly, the only reason I'm not in that same boat and why I'm being more forgiving with them is because they just work for Ubisoft. I don't trust Ubisoft in the slightest. So pretty much anything bad that happens with the game, my first instinct is to just blame Ubisoft before these guys, because they have tried their best to be transparent and everything with, but you know, they can only do so much before Ubisoft decides to get all nosy and mess everything up. For all we know, it was probably Ubisoft's idea to have a last gen port, and you know, that probably made the XDefiant team waste so much time that they had to eventually scrap it because they're taking so long. And I don't know, I don't want to go into like too much conspiracy about it, but realistically, anything bad about this game, I just blame Ubisoft in general. I don't want to put any blame on the devs, especially when, you know, when you give them constructive feedback, they immediately just go and start fixing it or taking stuff out that can, you know, ruin the experience for everyone, get it fixed and then put it back in. That's the same way with the Delta thing. They did a back-end fix and just pretty much said you shouldn't have to download a new update or anything like that. It was on our end. We got this fixed. They are, you know, hard at work with this game. So again, I'm not gonna be. Anytime I see anything bad, I will report it and let them know. Oh yeah, this. There was another thing too, and I could probably. It's nothing too minor. I'm pretty sure by the time I make this video, it'll probably get fixed. But basically, at the start of every match, your announcer would just be saying, "You're on a roll, nice kill streak," but it's like 2 seconds when the match just started. You haven't even fired or saw anyone or anything like that. So that was probably another complaint that I had, minor one, but yeah, it was just the second you started a match, it would immediately just tell you, "Good job, you're on a kill streak," and it was more like funny at first, but it got a little annoying because it's like you just would start a new match and immediately it would just tell you that you're doing a good job and everything. But again, you know, all I have for now to say is desyncing issues, hit registration, the annoying announcer that for some reason it congratulates you for a non-existing kill streak, and the Echelon suit, which as of me recording, they disabled the suit, so I don't think it's much of an issue. And yeah, I mean, the game still plays pretty smoothly. I didn't realize that. And for those of you that are just about to jump in, there is a 120 hertz mode. I don't know how that might affect other people, but when I turned it on, it made the game a lot smoother. Maybe I'm just so used to the higher frame rates or whatever, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for now. I might make another video, a longer one, once this is all done, so I can give a proper feel to see, you know, if they did fix all the issues that were plaguing the game at first. If not, then, you know, if by the end of this they say we couldn't fix it and we might need more time, then I stocked up on hours of XDefiant footage. So yeah, we're gonna be going through them slowly as we just wait a few more months. But I'm not saying that's gonna happen now. We don't know for sure. Like I said, for now they've been transparent, they've been keeping up, and so far it looks kind of on a high note. Anyways, that's all I gotta say for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned because I will be streaming this game more often than not. If not, then, you know, I still have footage to be showing from this test session. Hopefully though, they get the desyncing issues so that we can actually see how this game would properly play. But in the meantime, all we can do is wait and just share whatever we find to the team. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all later.